It feels good to be a woman, to feel soft and sensual and full of desire. In this video, you're going to learn how to cultivate that feeling in yourself by adding 3 habits to your life that are going to help you nurture your feminine energy. My name is Lillian, and normally I'm here to help you navigate your love life and your sex life. But today, I just want to help you enjoy being a woman. If that turns you on, then like and subscribe. The tips I'm going to give you will be separated into 3 sections: the mind, the body, and the spirit, so that we can take care of the entire woman and begin building your feminine personality. The first habit you're going to adopt is reading romance novels. You see, the romance novel is a distinctly female art form. Every thought, every action, every sentence, every problem, and its solution is feminine because it is written by women, for women. You get to look into a woman's mind and see her express her wildest fantasies without being silenced by male input. When you study romance, you allow yourself to be engulfed in this very female world where we celebrate the softest and most feminine parts of our lives, our relationships. Not only our romantic relationships, but also the relationship we have with our bodies, because a big part of romance is sparking desire. Through the love scenes, you get to experience all these feelings of ecstasy and love and lust in complete safety. Even if you're a girl growing into womanhood, I think romance novels are terrific because you get to explore all of those really big feelings in the safety of your bedroom. I have formative memories of sneaking into my mom's room and reading her Zane novels and then sharing those stories with my friends. Now, some will say that romance is dead and these novels give you unrealistic expectations of men, but all of the men I date make me feel like I'm in a romance novel. By and large, men aren't held up to that standard, but they do exist. Chivalry, after all, is a male invention. Now, reading is a muscle you have to build. You have to lift smaller weights before you lift heavier ones. And romance novels are these hot, steamy, quick reads that you are going to use to build that muscle. And then move on to your next habit, reading feminist literature. Having a feminine mind means that you are contemplating the nature of womanhood, its softness, and its hardships. Being a woman can be difficult, and you need the advice of other women to help identify and solve the problems that only another woman can relate to. I don't believe that women are supposed to be separate from each other. Our cycles even sync because female energy is about connection, not competition. For the women who have fallen out of connection because of survival or competition, feminist literature, the thoughts of other women, can serve as the mother, the sister, or the friend that you've been missing. Feminist literature connects you to femininity because it welcomes you into the sisterhood if you lack female relationships in your life. I think that feminist literature is better than self-help books because it's literally womanly advice. And reading about the experiences of other women helps you understand the context of your own existence, of being a woman in a man's world. And it equips you with the tools to approach everything in your life, from work to relationships. I personally need it because I can't be Lillian without it. So much of my life has to do with sexual energy. You can't expect me to be able to express that sexuality without autonomy over my body. To the untrained eye, it may look like I've served myself up on a platter for male consumption, but this is also an expression of radical ownership of my body. And I have this ownership because of women who fought for me to be recognized as an intelligent human being, as well as a sexual one. It is impossible, even today in some communities and some podcasts, to be seen as both intelligent and sexy. Your intellect, if not your humanity, is entirely thrown out the window once a man sees both sides of you. Without feminism to go ahead of me and clear space for me and fight for my humanity, my sexuality is submissive, it's passive, and I am not a passive lover. So now that we've built a feminine mind and we're thinking feminine thoughts, let's start thinking about our bodies. There is no better way to connect with divine feminine energy than with the oldest dance in womankind, belly dance. The lore of belly dance is that it started as a fertility ritual. Women will use it to soothe themselves during the pains of menstruation and childbirth. It was so helpful in strengthening the womb that women thought if they danced over their fields, they could use that creative energy to fertilize their crops. It's in those fertility rituals that you will find the source of divine feminine energy. In my personal life, belly dance has been the foundation of my femininity. It's given me gracefulness and sensuality by teaching me to slow down and be present in my body. I practice American Tribal, which is all about slow serpentine movements that emphasize the roundness and curvaceousness of the female form. Every move I make since starting to belly dance has become womanly because the dance itself was created based on the shape of a woman's body, and it goes even further into mimicking Mother Earth. Because in belly dance, we're trying to mimic things that we see in nature. We want to be the wave of an ocean, or the smoke rising out of a candle, or a snake slithering across the earth. When you've taught yourself to move that way, you feel beautiful. You revere yourself like a goddess because you look more like an ethereal being than a human being. But it isn't just about your body. As a woman, belly dance has the potential to change you from the inside out. Our bodies have been sex objects, our bodies have been marketing tools, our bodies have been political weapons. But now it's time for our bodies to become sacred. Belly dance is a physical practice that leads you to a spiritual place. And as much as it can make you comfortable in your body, it can help you transcend it as well. I use it as a meditative practice because I see it as a form of hypnosis. The rhythmic motion of your hips is meant to lull you. It puts the practitioner and the viewer in a trance, and then you're hypnotized so you can connect to your subconscious or to your higher source. You can use it as a form of goddess worship and connect to goddesses like Aphrodite or Oshun or your female ancestors, or maybe you are the goddess that you choose to worship. You can also use it to stimulate your sacral chakra. Your hips is where you store your emotions and your creativity and all of the pleasure in your life. When you're rolling your hips, you are physically stirring all of that up and tapping into your divine feminine energy. I have so much to say about this extremely womanly, sensuous dance that I have to make a completely separate video to capture all that it has done for me in terms of self-love and spirituality. I'm very proud to do my part in convincing you to belly dance, not only because it looks cool, but as a spiritual, meditative, feminine practice as well. Well, thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and come back for more. I love you. Goodbye.